Alright, here we have the Walther Q4 steel frame compact pistol. This is a 4-inch barrel striker fire pistol from Walther. This is kind of a in-between of the PDP, PPQ, kind of came out in between them. So basically what this is they took their Q5 steel frame competition gun, a USPSA gun, and that idea with the steel frame, they put it into a compact size 9mm pistol. And not only did they change out the slide to steel, obviously, and add a bunch of weight, the slide is also heavier, so the whole gun, you know, kind of everywhere they've added weight, which does an amazing job at managing recoil, and this shoots smoother than any striker fire pistol I've shot personally, with the the smoothness of the slide and the recoil control and impulse on this is great. Very smooth, stays pretty flat, it's not snappy at all, so it is a little bulkier than your standard striker fire polymer frame, but it is very heavy. This is not a gun I would consider carrying, because 40 ounces empty compared to a PDP empty is 21 or so. So with the Q4 steel frame, so this is an optics ready model, so you get black serrated sights front and rear with adjustable rear sight. You get some nice serrations up here, the undercut's comfortable, some good square checkering here. Your grip, so it doesn't have the back straps, you have a full wraparound grip. So there's quite a few aftermarket options for these grips if you don't like this one. The takedown lever isn't very good as far as the takedown's easy. You just pop it up, push slide forward. But as far as using it, if you're one that likes to rest your thumb on it, so you have a sharp edge here on top, and then the serrations on it, it kind of slants down and in towards, like, into the trigger guard. So if you put your thumb on it, if your thumb's on top of it, you have a sharp edge digging into your thumb when you shoot. Or if your thumb's on the side of it, on the actual serrations, when you shoot, it just slides right off the bottom. I can barely even grab it. So that's kind of uncomfortable if you do put your thumb there, because you're either going to have that corner dig into your thumb, or you're just going to slip right off it. The mag release, you have a big checkered button. Magazines, comes with two 15-round magazines. They are the same as the PDP and PPQ M2, so those are all interchangeable. So the internals are basically the same as a PDP. So you have the same, 4.5 to 5 pound trigger, very crisp, very good reset, tiny bit of take up. So, and this is a really smooth shooting gun. On the steel frames, you have an extended beaver tail. On the polymer frames, it ends right at the slide, so it sticks out a little bit. The Q4s also come with a steel guide rod, which is an improvement over the standard polymer frame pistols that come with a polymer guide rod. So overall, the Q4 steel frame is, as far as a 4-inch striker fire pistol goes, the recoil control and smoothness, everything feels amazing. Most people go on and on about how good PDPs shoot, P99s, PPQs, mechanics, and this kind of puts them all in the dirt. So it really is a joy to take this to the range and shoot it. It's not something I would carry, weighing 40 ounces, empty. And it is very heavy, and you can feel it. They added weight everywhere. It's not like they just turned the same gun, just turned it into metal. They made every part of it a little bit heavier, and it's pretty well balanced. You can feel when it's empty, you can feel a little bit weight on the nose. You can tell it's a little weighted down in the front, but that's to help with recoil control, and it doesn't feel like it's really pulling you down, especially when you have a full magazine. It balances out very nicely. So the only two real downsides with this gun are the slide stop not being very comfortable for your thumb, but if you don't have your thumb there, that's not an issue. The price tag, they're about over $1,300 usually. I think I paid $1,350 for this one. I'm happy I have it, but I don't know if I would tell everyone that they need to go spend $1,300 on a pistol, and get this one. One issue I did have with this one is, after I probably have about 400 rounds through this one so far, so I haven't had it for that long, and the front sight is about to fall off, and these are Glock style sights, kind of, so there's a screw in the bottom, and they are interchangeable with Glock sights actually for the front sight for the 17 and 19 Glock models. So that screw has come loose with under 500 rounds through this gun, and if I put another 100 through it, I bet that would come right off and probably get the screw jammed up inside and lose the front sight if you're shooting outside. So that's something to be careful with if you have one of these. You don't want to see that on a gun as expensive as this one, but it happens. I'm going to tighten that screw and be happy. And inside the box, you do get the handgun, 2 magazines, speed loader, a Walther branded one, a lock, a tool for the sight, some Allen wrenches, and you have some room for extra grips right here and some other miscellaneous stuff. So for this front sight, I actually had this one laying around. Alright, so we're going to replace this front sight. See if we can get in here. Oh, that screw's not tight at all. There you go. New front sight.